Oh, did I miss the start? Totally missed the start. Well, guess I'm riding solo. I think Zwift will just automatically pick up your heart rate, like it should just be an automatic thing. Shouldn't have to go into the settings. Something is up with this shoe. There we go. That's better. Oh, this ride starts. The KOM. Oh, it doesn't look like I missed the start of the ride by very much because there's a huge group of people just around this turn. Poor hat. Hopefully, should be able to catch up to people on the downhill. Maybe get some draft. Power up. What are we gonna get? Something good? Draft van? That's not bad. Let's throw that. Let's get behind this guy. And draft van. Must be way fatter than these guys if I'm gaining while they're pedaling. Ah, this is the 1A route. I don't know what the what it's called. Stage A. Whatever route stage A is. Probably find out here if I go to events. Three Little Sisters. So we just completed the first Little Sister. Oh, yeah, the longest one. I've already done the B route, but I washed all my gear last night and hung it up to dry, and it did not get dry overnight. It's still damp and it feels gross. Yeah, it's 38K, 450 meters of climbing. That's nice, that's not bad. Titans Grove, not too huge of a hill. Volcano climb, that's a pretty decent one. It feels like I'm sweating, but I'm not sweating. Like everything is just damp. It's clean, but it just feels like I put on cold, sweaty clothes. And I was thinking, man, like these shorts, how do they not get dry? They were hanging for 8 hours. What kind of sports fabric is this that doesn't dry in 8 hours? Yeah, luckily my butt's pretty in tune to, I definitely have had a lot of saddle time. Hey, Pookie. Look at this guy on his TT bike. Doesn't this coffee cup look just like the Zwift coffee stop cup? Oh, you got your wife on Zwift? That is kick-ass. My whole Zwift adventure started because of my wife. She was interested in indoor cycling. So I bought her a trainer for Christmas. Just her. She rode Zwift, I think, Christmas Day. And then rode Zwift maybe 2 more times after that. And this was like 2018. And I'm like, well, if you're not gonna use your trainer, I'll use it. I would actually say indoor is harder than outdoor. I've commuted and done a ton of outdoor riding, and I tell you, 1 hour on the trainer is like an hour and a half outside. The main reason being is you almost never ever stop pedaling on a trainer. Like I'm going downhill right now and I'm pedaling. If I was outside, I'd be coasting this entire downhill. I've actually looked into it and done the math based on average cadences, and I find that you coast outside, it's almost, well, personally for me, it's almost 30% of the time you're coasting. Intervals.icu has really good stats and it'll pretty much tell you how long you coast every ride. And the numbers outdoors is shocking. Because when you're riding outdoors, you're not really thinking about it, but you actually only pedal for 30 seconds and then you do this. And then you'll pedal for like 20 seconds and then you'll do that. And your entire ride is pedaling like 10 strokes coasting. Every little downhill, you usually stop pedaling and coast. So for base training, like over the winter, I don't think you can beat, 6 minutes. It's actually not bad. Is that indoors? Because there's no way you only had 6 minutes outside. Outside would be like 20 minutes of coasting. Or you just never ever stop pedaling and you're really good. I've stopped pedaling a lot. That was outside with only 6 minutes. You are trained. I have 6 minutes of coasting on my 35-minute commute. Well, 40-minute commute. Well, and I also like indoors because you can really push yourself without the worry of bonking outside miles away from home. I am not catching anybody at this pace. I thought I'd at least catch a few people and draft. I don't really want to go any faster than this though. It's supposed to be base ride. Yes. Out indoor riding, you can't really do proper intervals outside. And indoor lets you ride in crappy weather. I used to stop riding in probably end of October, and I wouldn't ride till March. It's like 4 or 5 months doing nothing. Where with this indoor, I actually ride more in the winter than I do in the spring, summer. I will be doing a ton of long-ass base rides indoor this winter as October 10th, registration for BWR starts. I haven't looked in a while, so I don't know how the used market is, but I would think there would be a decent amount of used trainers on the market. Yeah, see, for me in spring and summer, I have so much family commitments with kids' activities where this is amazing. It's 6:22 in the morning here on a Saturday and my whole house is sleeping and I'm up getting a ride in. And if they need me, I'm just in the garage. I'm not like out on the road half an hour from home. Yeah, they've recently, the kicker core as well. So what happened in that Wahoo Zwift settlement is Zwift raised the hub price by $100 and Kicker lowered the core by $100. Yes, core does not come with a cassette, so that's another $40-50. Which, if you're like me, I have many cassettes. Actually, my youngest daughter has been kind of curious. This drawer right here. This drawer. Actually, look at this. First thing I grab. Cassette. Look at this other bag. Cassette. This whole drawer's filled with parts. I'm a hoarder of bike parts though. None of that stuff is useful. There's old 9-speed stuff, 10-speed stuff. It's really good though when you have buddies with old bikes. They're like, oh, my bike is like a super old 9-speed, and I'm like, I got 2 9-speed cassettes. What do you want to pick? What size do you want? Actually, I've been meaning to donate most of this stuff. There's a person local here that takes people's old bikes and fixes them up and then gives them away to like kids and stuff. Well, he sells the adult bikes and he uses the money from the adult bikes to give kids free bikes. So I'm like, man, don't need any of this stuff. But my youngest daughter's been semi-interested in Zwift. So I was thinking of putting my wife's road bike on the trainer. Oh, this poor hat. This poor hat got put through the wash and the dryer. It shouldn't have gone in the dryer, and the dryer like messed the brim up. So where we were heading towards Titans Grove now. How's the turkey is at 77 degrees Fahrenheit. The temperature is going up really fast. Well, I have, as you can see, many bikes on the wall, and a few of them are in sort of states of disassembly. And I always wish I had the free time, or I always think I have more time than I do, to put some of these bikes back together. And then I'm thinking, who's even gonna ride them when they do go back together? It's a lot of bikes, it is. You never get rid of bikes. You always get more and more. This is a pretty good ride, Lumo. There's quite a few people. I find the early morning ones are better, but I missed the start. I was up early trying to get the turkey on the grill, and then I had a sip of coffee, and the coffee triggered morning poop. And by the time I got back to the bike, the ride had already started. So I'm riding solo from the back of the pack. But what's funny though, everyone in these rides goes way too hard. Way too hard. So it's kind of fun doing slow, because right the back half of this ride, you just watch. I will start passing a ton of people. Yes, it's Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend. And I decided, being the introvert that I am, I wanted to do Thanksgiving lunch. I mean, I live in the same city as all my family, so we see each other often. Like I was at my in-laws' house last night, so I don't feel the need to have this gigantic, everyone over dinner. So I value my evenings. So I said to my wife, let's do lunch. Let's do Thanksgiving lunch. And then by 2 p.m., everyone could just be like, GTFO, get out of my house. And then we'll have the whole house free from 2 till like, they can play video games uninterrupted. But having Thanksgiving lunch means I had to get up at 5 a.m. to get the turkey on the grill, because it's supposed to take 6.5 hours, 7 hours. We'll see. Yes, that's exactly the plan, was chill in the afternoon. I don't have anxiety issues, but I hate waiting. Like if people are gonna come over to your house, I find I'm not productive throughout the day knowing I'm waiting for people to show up at 4 in the afternoon. I'm like a get up, have people over, then they go home, and then I have the whole day after that. Totally not taking advantage of steering. Should be cutting all these corners. Well, I find I don't sleep well if I have a huge meal at dinner time. So it would be nice to have a big lunch and then just snack the rest of the day and get a decent night's sleep. Yeah, then have an afternoon nap because I think I was up at just after 4:30. Everyone goes home, I have a nap, wake up, it'll be like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Awesome. There's a dinosaur. Oh crap, it's been 30 minutes. I got a coffee stop. I'm not around anybody to use it. I think there's one. I think there's one MTB track called Repack Ridge, and you can use the steering. Funny enough, I've actually never ridden it. It's been out for years. I would say most of the mountain bike stuff is just gravel roads. Like the jungle's all gravel. You know, I bought steering pretty much just after they announced Repack Ridge, like in 2019 or whenever they announced it. And I just keep forgetting to do it. It's attached to this road. See, when they first announced it, there was no game for it. It was just a steering downhill. So Titans Grove here, Titans Grove and Repack Ridge, these are the routes that they announced when they came up with steering. Because if you notice, Titans Grove has a shit ton of turns. And Titans Grove and Repack Ridge were built to showcase steering. They pretty much was like, hey Zwift, next update, we have steering and these new routes. Because all the other roads in Zwift, like this, is pretty much, even though you're going slow uphill, is constant turning. You're being able to steer every 20 seconds around a new turn. And when you're going downhill fast on the back side of this, the steering is actually pretty fun. Awesome, Frackberg. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the ride with your wife. You're living my dream. I would love to have a second trainer and be riding with someone else. Oh, interesting. I was just gonna say, does Coffee Stop work when you're by yourself? And the little icon is grayed out. Can't use it. So it does not work when you're by yourself. It is only meant to keep you in the pack. Which makes sense. Yay, I'm at the top. So my Zwift play, I was gonna say kicker play, my Zwift play has been shipped. So I'm hoping to see it next week. I'm looking forward to having buttons on the handlebar. Feather. They do this on purpose. They purposely give you a feather at the top of all of these damn climbs. So the repack ridge, I think, comes out right here on the left. There's a dirt road right there. Or it starts there. See, this downhill is fun with steering. You can totally carve. Oh, that was a good one. Totally hit the apex. That was a good one too. I think so. Like I have an Elite Steerzo, that I'm actually turning my bars on. Or you can use, I've ordered the Zwift Play that attaches to your handlebars. I don't think Zwift works. Yeah, I don't think it works with the keyboard. See, that's kind of lame. They should have made keyboard commands, but if they had made keyboard commands, people would have done what they did in RGT. See, because I could have used I have a Stream Deck on my handlebar that I use for controlling the stream. And if Zwift had enabled keyboard shortcuts, I could have totally just made Stream Deck hotkeys and steered from the Stream Deck. So, kind of cheesy on Zwift's part. I mean, I paid to play with the SteerZo already, but weekly goal met. Yeah, because no one would have bought it. Everyone would have bought those little 2-button keyboard off of Amazon, like, and they tie wrap it to your, or zap strap it to your handlebar. Well, and I think it's tough with the keyboard, like the SteerZo, I can steer just a little bit, like it's linear, where I think with a keyboard, it'd be like choppy. It'd be like steer, 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 steer. Like I can cross the road really slowly, like that, or I can like dive straight across the road. Oh, and I just messed it up. Oh, there, it's straight again. It's also cheesy that they only sell the Zwift Play in the United States. I had to do some shipping trickery to get it here. Oh, Peter. Cool down, no double horns.
Theralis 1995 is now following.
Hey Theralis, thanks for the follow. This double XP is not moving me up the levels fast enough. Totally thought I'd be 55 by the end of the week. I'm only 2/3 through 54. Two levels to go or 6 levels to go? Is 56 the peak where you don't need to ride after that? Oh, 50, yeah.
Stacko 84 is now
Thanks
following.
for the follow. I definitely do want the backwards hat. No, I'm gonna keep riding to 60 because that was my mistake before. Was I hit 50 and I didn't ride a whole lot after 50. But in Zwift's infinite wisdom, you still gain XP even after you've maxed out the level. So then when Zwift introduced level 60, there was guys who had a year of riding in at level 50. Level 100? So the Zwift XP, coming from a gamer standpoint, annoys me. Because there's no other game in the world that you continue to accumulate XP when you hit max level. And so then it's cheesy. So you have all these guys that do ride a ton. Yes, they ride a ton, good for them. But the moment the level increases, yeah, well, the problem is in WoW, you don't get rested XP once you're max level. You're done. Peter, I still have 25 jungle laps on the schedule. So there was dudes at the moment they released level 60, there was guys that were just right away within months were like level 58. I think I got a boost from 50 to 51 and a half. I mean, I guess it would lead to more cheating, but I think it would have been cool that when Zwift released more levels, that there would be like who could get to the highest level first. But because everyone has different varying levels of bonus XP reserved, you can't put, a target to it. I'm just way behind. I've been on Zwift since 2016, and I'm not at max level yet. Yeah, you get like new hats and new jerseys. There's a couple things you get. Some bikes are slightly faster. Some bikes are slightly faster than other bikes. Not like dramatically. Like if you're coming 30th place in a race, riding the fastest bike is not going to make you win. You're going to come 29th or still 30th. Like the bike I'm on, oops. This bike, the Venge with disc, is considered one of the fastest sort of all-around sort of flatter course bikes. But we're talking over 40K. It's a few seconds. So it's not like normal video games where it's like, holy crap, you got that bike, you're gonna start crushing people and winning. I'm sure against top level pros, if you're racing in the A's, a second or two could be, you know, the difference. But the bikes are not hard to unlock. I mean, you just gotta ride. It's mostly, I say, just pick whatever bike you like. I'd like the Venge because I'm riding an older Venge. Well, I don't know how it worked the last time, but I think they give you a choice. Or they used to. When they went to level 50, you had an option when you logged in the first time. It said, do you want like double XP or do you just want to be level 43? But I think choosing double XP got you more XP than choosing to be bumped up a level or two. So I maybe wouldn't mind seeing that come back. So say they bump it to level 70. So say they open up level 70 and they say, well, you can get double XP to 64, or you can just instantly jump to 62. But every person's different because it depends on how much XP you accumulated after. Or what I would like to see, which I would be okay with, is you don't accumulate the full XP after you're level capped. So instead of continually earning 20, 20, 20, maybe you get 5. At the level cap, you still get XP, but you're getting a quarter of what you normally would. So then when the cap opened, you would still get boosted, but you wouldn't have guys going straight from level 50 to 60 in like a week. Who knows? There actually is so many more things that Zwift needs to fix. XP is way on the down low of the priority list, I would say. How is the turkey doing? The turkey is at 94 degrees. I feel that the turkey temperature is going up far too fast. This might be, it's only 7 o'clock. Oh, it's been on for 2.5 hours. No, it's not. It's been, what time is it? It's only been for an hour and a half. That's not bad. I'm hoping the temp goes up fast and then just slows. Hey, Skacko. Thanks for the follow. Nice chatting with you. I think I might actually have to have a nap after this ride. I'm getting tired. $7 a.m. on a Saturday morning and I've already ridden for an hour. I guess we're going up the volcano now. Damn, I gotta find someone to ride with. I need to burn this coffee stop. How close? Holy crap, there's people like 3 minutes. I seriously thought I'd be passing way more people than this. Why is everyone supercharged? Oh, it totally worked. Fixed it. I can't pull a coffee stop on one dude. That doesn't seem nice. How did the only people ahead of me get 9+ minutes ahead? I was like with a whole group spaced out evenly on Titans Grove. Slow down. Heart rate is supposed to stay below 140. Trying to ride based on power zones and heart rate. Because technically, you could be riding in zone 1 power What was the timer at? I started a few minutes behind. I missed the start because I was pooping. But I've been slowly catching people. I just am surprised that the only person in front of me is 2 seconds, and then it leapfrogs to 8.5 minutes. But like I say, I need to stop racing this hill because my heart rate was going up too high. You can be riding zone 1 power, but your heart rate, if it starts getting into the higher zones, is detrimental. You kind of need to keep both of them in the same or similar zone. Well, I'm just trying to stay below 140. I don't want to go above 140, so I'm trying to tread wattage, the highest wattage I can do while keeping it below 140. But if I want to do 25 jungle laps, I just got to get the base in. I'm thinking maybe December, beginning of December. I actually didn't plan on riding Zwift at all much this year, but RGT gave me a 12-month subscription. So here I am in Zwift. Thanks, Wahoo. Well, RGT and Indy Velo, because Indy Velo is still free, and RGT you could do free stuff. I had a 1-year paid membership to RGT, but it actually expires in 7 days. I probably would do my whoosh, but what happened was, my RGT was going to expire in 7 days, but since they did that announcement, anyone that had a annual RGT subscription got 12 months of Zwift. So it's like perfect timing. My account was going to expire in a week. Now I'm back to a full paid year. Yeah, super lucky. So my plan over the winter was once my RGT expired, I was just going to jump around to all the free ones. Ride Indy Velo, do some free RGT events, jump over to my whoosh. But paid for Zwift, so why not? Well, Zwift, honestly, is starting to get expensive. It had me questioning. See, RGT, when I paid for a full year in advance, RGT was $10 a month. Zwift, I'm up to, with taxes and exchange rate, it's like $22 a month. That's pushing it. No, probably, well, it's still in beta, and who knows how long it's going to be in beta for. There's still a ton that they're working on. I mean, really, it's only sort of been out since last January. Hasn't even been a year. Well, that's exactly it. I seriously think Indie Velo is Zwift 2.0. 100% conspiracy theory. There's just too many like pieces that fit in the puzzle, because it was like all the people from freaking Zwift started it. The reason many people are saying, because a lot of people that haven't used it before go, oh, the UI kind of looks like Zwift. Well, that was on purpose. They made it look like Zwift because it's supposed to end up being Zwift. Yeah, that's actually about the only good thing with the demise of RGT was a ton of RGT users moved to Indie Velo. It's tough. It's like, I'm an RGT guy. I loved racing in RGT. I've done nationals a few times. I've done quite a few race series. I love the physics in RGT, but when it comes to free riding, there was never anyone in RGT. Yeah, a few tens. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Like, it's not, if you did a ton of RGT racing, there wasn't a ton of RGT racing to do, but yeah, I probably have 50 races. Yeah, 100. You know, I did a bunch of Fondo series. I did nationals. So 60 races, maybe 70. But I mean, it'd be easy. If Indie Velo, they're just working on the physics, they nail the physics down, and then they just throw a skin over it. I would like to see them move to Unreal Engine. I don't know if they can do that, but Unreal, the YouTube videos on YouTube look so freaking awesome. Apparently putting, well, that's what I want a game that you can absolutely crank up the GPU settings and bring your GPU to a crushing halt. Bring it to its knees and have it beg for mercy. Zwift kind of does that, but the graphics aren't good enough. It's just because it's not optimized. I want ray tracing. I want plants moving. I want people to come and complain and be like, man, I can only run Zwift on the lowest graphics setting. I want people to say, I want a cycling game like Crysis, where people would say, oh, your computer system's pretty good, but can you run Zwift? And because Zwift has good graphics, not because it's not optimized well. Yeah, I think what you want is what, like, pretty much what everyone else wants too. I appreciate the route IndieVelo is taking on nailing the gameplay and worrying about graphics later. Because apparently, graphics is the easy thing to do. That's why there's all these other games that come out. My Whoosh has good graphics. There's that Rolla that has good graphics. Graphics is easy. So people are coming up with these games that look fantastic, but they play like shit. Like, I haven't heard any good thing about people racing in my Whoosh. It's a group ride, Peter. It's not a race. Rolla, well, that's the thing, is it's easy, I think, to make something look flashy. Flashy gets the investors in, and they go, oh wow, this looks awesome. And we all go, oh wow, this looks awesome. Like, I saw that ad for Fondo, and I was like, holy shit, Fondo looks insane. But you jump on it, if it rides like shit. I mean, it's taken Zwift 5, 8 years to get to the pack dynamics that they're at. 8 years. And they still haven't nailed it. I completely think they should sort of do away with categories as far as races go, and it should just be a ladder point system. Everyone starts together, and the better feather. Why the heck are they giving out feathers at the top of every stupid hill? So everyone should start together in the same pen. The better you do, the more points you get and the more you rank up. And there's just a leaderboard ladder system. Because if everyone starts together, you're still going to end up grouping with people that are of the same ability as you. That's a coffee cup, has no coffee in it. That is very true. See, I come from our local races. We had never had enough competitors to have multiple classes. So I was always with the A's. And so my goal in the race was just to hold on for dear life as long as I possibly could. And then I fell off and went easy. That was like me. I didn't have a sprint. I'm too heavy to hill climb, but I could hold on the flats. I could hold one class up from what I was if the race was very flat. I kind of like the direction Zwift is going now though, with brakes. Racing in Zwift was super lame because it was just an individual TT, but you were individually TTing in a pack. That's why I like RGT racing. It actually felt like racing. How is the turkey doing? Oh, no, the turkey's leveled off. Okay, that's good. It's almost 7:30. It's kind of peaked and has been going up very slow. I was super concerned. It went up 50 degrees really fast. And I thought, oh shit, we're gonna have 10 a.m. turkey, not noon turkey. Well, that's exactly it right up too, is I prided myself on, my goal in racing was to be as highly finish. It's Thanksgiving in Canada this weekend. My goal always was to be as high, finish as high as possible with the least amount of watts, or watts per kg. And I regularly, when you would look at the leaderboard, I don't have the power to win races, but I consistently be in the top 20, top 10 in my category. And I would always be the lowest, or the top 3 lowest watts per kg person in our category. Like there'd be guys on the front running 3.1 the whole time. I'm going, what are you doing? I was always missing that extra gear. I don't have that one last gear. I was always at 9.5 out of 10, and I could go from 9.5 to 10. Because some of these guys can ride at a 9 and then go to a 12 for 30 seconds. Yeah, that's like Dr. Weebles. Dr. Weebles can go hard for a very long time. So his gameplay is go for it with 5K left and try to individual TT the last 5K. Sun is starting to come out. Yeah, I think the way Zwift pack dynamics have been for the past ever, it's kind of bred a certain kind of Zwift racer. And it's good to see with the new pack dynamics that brakes are forming, and there's people who are still in the old mindset where they sit in the pack, they see a brake going and they go, oh, the blob will catch them, and the blob doesn't catch them, and then they're like, oh shit. So the way Zwift is moving, it's more like real life, where brakes will happen, brakes will stay out. You get 4 people working together, you're gonna stay away from the pack, unless the pack actually works. But everyone in Zwift is used to not having to work in the pack. People would just sit in, and the churn would bring the blob back to the group. Now, it's not happening. Well, that's another discussion. I would like to see no race radios in IRL. I think too much of Pro Tour or World Tour races are decided by guys sitting in cars with radios telling people what to do and when to attack. I feel like there needs to be way more feel to the race. Well, where I'm from, brakes will win crits on the course that we have. It's happened many times, but we don't have a full field of people all the same class. So if a guy can get sneaky with it and catch people off guard, a group of 2 or 3 can actually stick a brake. Yes, lower races, I think it's way easier. So do I still keep getting double XP when I finish this? Yeah, there's okay. I thought it was like the on-demand rides. So I have to start another ride to continue getting double XP. Well, I was just going to start the figure 8 course and go ride the desert. Ah, Imperial. I find Imperial so funny because both like Doc and LePage are into like running and triathlons, and it's so funny to me to think people monitor their running pace, you know, in miles per minute, but every running race is in metric. Like, you don't go to the track and run a, 2-mile race. You run like a 1K, 800 meters, a 3K, 5K, 10K. Someone, yeah, 13.1 and 26.2 miles. .1. Oh, that's sad to see. So are running tracks in the States, are they imperial? What's one lap? What's 400 meters? Roughly. 4 laps and 5 steps. You must run 4 laps and then run 10 feet past the finish line to get a mile. Okay, let's see if I get double XP. If I don't get double XP, then I gotta switch it up. It's funny though, because I use Imperial all the time. Being in Canada, most of our stuff comes from the States as far as like electrical equipment. So like a piece of conduit is 10 feet. A piece of cable tray is 10 feet. I use inches all the time for measuring things. 40 XP, the BAMO. Let's see if I get 40 at 39K. So we'll see. I know on the on-demand you can cheat the system, because the cheat for on-demand is you start the figure 8 route and then just turn wherever you want to go and it'll just give you bonus XP. So you can ride for hours. Just don't port to anybody. When you port to somebody, you lose your double XP. I tested to see if I could port to a pace partner, and I lost it. Yeah, it's funny, like, we'll see at 39 if I get double XP. I'm just wondering if the 40 I just got at 38 was residual because it was rounding up, because I finished the ride at 38 or 37 and a half. $200 meters. Yeah, 40 XP. Got it. I'm still on bonus. Good job, Zwift. I appreciate your bugs. This is the first time the Zwift bug has ever been beneficial. Stay hard. Pretty much. That's probably what I'm gonna do on the weekends now, is just do Tempest over and over again. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be on though, because I gotta go to the store and pick up the rest of what I'm making for lunch. Probably gonna ride again tomorrow morning. And Monday's a holiday. Oh, I think after turkey today, it's gonna be a nap time. And then it's gonna be WoW Classic Hardcore leveling. Get behind the person. Oh, draft. Monday being a holiday. Oh no, actually Monday there's a cyclocross race here. So I'm probably not gonna race, but I'm gonna go stream it if the weather's good. Well, the weather has been quite fantastic. So this will be cross race number 3 of the season, and they've all been really sunny and dry. But you never know. You never know. Last year, this particular ride, it's on the same date pretty much every year, Thanksgiving weekend. It was nasty. It went from sunny for a week to torrential rain and wind, and the ground was dry, so the rain wasn't soaking into the ground, so it just turned into a huge, oh, what the heck? I didn't want to do Titans Grove, I'm not paying attention. People were just wiping out everywhere, it was awesome. Well, and yes, the more rainy and muddy it is, the better it makes for IRL streaming. Oh, almost missed the turn. I think 10 more minutes. Right? Yeah, let's go to 145. Need to pay attention to see if I'm still getting double XP, because the moment it stops giving me double XP, I'm out. Hey, wasting my time with 20 XP. Yeah, with the amount of people that do laps back and forth on Tempest, you should be able to rack up a lot of bonus XP with just the extra drafting you get. I missed the Pretzel Fest rides. Would have liked that kit. I have a tough time riding on group rides when they want me to ride on group rides. They're always when I'm not free. Yeah, that'd be cool. Where you could see like variations. We're like, oh, that's the 2023 Lederhosen. Yeah, exactly. I'm not usually driven by getting new in-game kits, but I do enjoy weird ones like that. Like the Pretzel Fest kit. It just looks different. And you see someone in that and you're like, holy crap, look at that, look at that guy. Oh, it's sunny. The sun is coming out. Oh, heart rate is sneaking up there again. I'm dehydrated a little bit. I got some hamstring twitching. Twitchy hamstrings. That is that is a lot of bikes. That is, you can never get rid of bikes, and you can never have too many bikes. There's actually a few of them on the wall that I need to get rid of. There's a couple kids' bikes. Hey Molu, thanks for following.
Molu is now following.
There's a couple kids' bikes that don't fit the kids anymore that I need to donate. All right, we got just over a minute left. It's going to go to 145. That's good enough for today. Turkey is doing all right. 116 degrees. It's getting there. Yeah, well that's actually usually why I don't get rid of bikes, is you never get what you really want for them. So, you know, like I have a couple bikes that I could probably sell, but I'd rather have the bike hanging on the wall than have 200 bucks. Like I say, the kids' bike, there's one right there. That's probably just going to get donated. $145. Oh, actually, we can't stop at 46.3. Got to go to 47K. $500 meters. Oh yeah, e-bikes are becoming super popular. They are all over the roads here, which is good. I don't mind e-bikes. You know, some people aren't as mobile as they used to be. My in-laws have e-bikes and it helps them, you know, get out way more than they normally would. Where are we at here? 46.8. Let's do this. 100 more meters. Can we coast the last 100 meters? Come on. Yeah, we did. Good job. All right. We are going to raid. You know what? Let's raid Hitch. Hitch is actually local to the Vancouver Island area where I am streaming from, and he is hitchhiking to TwitchCon. So let us go see what he's up to. And thank you for the follow, Molu. Everyone, appreciate the support. Always good chatting, makes the bike ride and go way faster. And everyone say hi to Twitch.